Welcome to the press conference after the BCL Top 16 game, Group I, Round 5. MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg against Hapoel Holon. The end result is 68-71 for Holon. I have with me now Coach Guy Gudis and Chris Johnson. We always start with the player. Chris Johnson, your statement to the game, please.
Tough win tonight. We know that Lewisburg's a good team. They just played. What is today? Monday. They just played Monday, so we know we had to come out here and just be aggressive. But to their credit, they're a good team. But we at the end of the day, we came out here and got the job done.
You got 10 more defensive rebounds than Ludwigsburg, which is something they usually do particularly well. Was that something you were targeting today?
Yeah, for sure. In Israel, they had 20 offensive rebounds. That's one of the things Coach emphasized tonight. Just keeping them off the glass, playing aggressive, boxing out, and just matching their intensity. And it showed tonight.
Thank you very much. If you want to, you're excused. We continue with the statement of the head coach of Hapoel Holon.
Okay, first of all, I want to congratulate our team. I think we knew we are coming to play against a very, very aggressive opponent that basically they play on Monday, so we knew they're going to be fatigued and tired in one hand. But in the other hand, it's a team that doesn't give up and playing hard, and their weapon is pressing on the ball and forcing the opponent or the other team for a lot of turnovers, and that's what happened for us in the first quarter, that we turned the ball 7 times and we sent them totally 15 turnovers to 16 points. So overall, it was a big damage for us. And also on the glass, on the first half, they took 8 offensive rebounds and then 5 second half. And I think we did, in the end, pretty good job. I know it was fighting under the glasses there. Player was on the floor, and both teams are very aggressive. And we remember the game in Holon, that it was the same aggressive on both sides. But I'm really happy for our team that we succeed to win in a tough place against a very tough opponent with a great coach. And we did our job, but still we didn't finish the job, because next week we probably got a game in Israel against Dijon to qualify to the top 8. So our job didn't done yet. We did one step forward, but we need to look forward now for next week.
Today, Ludwigsburg had 23 possessions more than you did. On Monday, it was 16 more than Galatasaray. On Monday, it was better for Ludwigsburg. Tonight, you made the less possessions work in a good way for you. Was that something you watched on tape before the game?
No, because we knew Ludwigsburg the way they are playing, and really it's a big difference between the possession, like you said, 71 to 48. They get a lot of possession because they steal the ball a lot, and they go to offensive glass and get extra possession a lot. But we did a good job defensively, and for sure you cannot ignore the fatigue of Ludwigsburg that they play Monday after overtime. So we need to take it in consideration. But in the end of the day, those are the schedule, and then I'm happy that with all the extra possession that Ludwigsburg had, we succeed in the last possession to make some great basket and to win the game in the end.
Are there any questions for the guest coach? None? Then thank you very much. Welcome to part 2 of the press conference of Game 5 in Group I. I have with me now head coach John Patrick of MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg and Jonah Redeball. Jonah, your statement for today's game.
I think we played really hard today. At the end of the 40 minutes, it's not like we just didn't give the effort out there. We were out there flying around and doing what we were supposed to. They made some big shots at the end. We fought back in the third and fourth quarter when they were making their runs. We made our runs, and they just adjusted. They figured us out at one point, and they made big shots when it mattered, and we didn't get the stops when it mattered. So got to move on. We still have another chance to secure our place in the next round. So that's what the focus is now. Just got to move on to the next game.
You're going to play in Istanbul next week against Galatasaray, which you beat on Monday. What is something that you need to do on Monday to basically survive in a tough environment in Istanbul?
I think we're going to have to really just contain their guards like we did in our game the other day. Their guards really make them go, and if we can force them into turnovers like we do with everybody else, I think that'll be our key to winning, is making them uncomfortable and not giving them any easy looks to get going early. So, but like you said, they have a tough crowd, and we're just going to have to tune all that out and play our game.
Thank you. You can go if you want.
Ich wollte aber noch was fragen. Darf die Presse nicht fragen? Nicht?
Heute
Warum nicht? Vorher durfte man doch auch fragen.
der Spieler.
Draußen.
Sorry. Next up, head coach John Patrick's statement for the game.
Yeah, congratulations to Coach Goodis and the Holon team. Of course, we are disappointed because I thought we had many chances to win the game. We were playing without a couple of guys who are sick, and some guys who are sick tried to play. They gave their best, but they didn't have the normal power. But still, we were in a position. We were up 3 in the fourth quarter, and Holon got 2 open threes. We made some basic defensive mistakes, and over the whole game, we were not good at driving and kicking. We were able to drive, and then we took a lot of bad shots. And I feel like when we had a group in that was sharing the ball and passing the ball well, we got open shots, and that's reflected in the plus minus. The guys that played team basketball had a good plus minus, and guys that were not playing team basketball for us had a tough time today. But we still have our chances, and we have to recover and analyze the game and get healthy, especially, and get ready for our game in the weekend, and then a big game in Istanbul next week.
Thank you. Are there any questions?
Ja, ihr habt Samstag und Montag gespielt. Wart ihr heute doch zu müde? Ein bisschen?
This can sein. It could be that we were tired, but I think all teams are tired that are in international competition, and you can never use that as an excuse playing at home. We didn't have to travel. Of course, it's a difficult situation with the flu. We had, it's not possible recently for us to practice because we've had a lot of guys down, and some guys tried to play sick and weren't really able to. But I think all teams deal with this. Knock on wood, we have not been hit with a COVID. We're pretty lucky because we haven't had a COVID wave yet in our team. And today we still had a chance to win. If we were a little bit smarter at the end, if we would have gotten one more rebound and made a couple more passes instead of forcing shots. So it was a little too much ego ball at the end, and then I think we still would have won this game.
Thank you. Any more questions? Gibt es noch weitere Fragen? Keine? Then thank you.